Alright, so you want to know the only bicep exercises you need for massive biceps. I got you. Class in session, it's time to get built. So the first bicep exercise is seated dumbbell incline curls. So for this exercise, what you're going to want to do is sit on a bench and set it to about a 45-degree angle. Now, you're not going to need super heavy dumbbells for this. I personally do about 35-pound dumbbells for about 8 reps, and my biceps are pretty strong. So you're not going to need a ton of weight. When first trying the exercise, do even lighter than you would think, just so you can get used to the movement. What this exercise is going to do though is target the long head of the bicep, which is the outside portion. So you're going to lean back, lay back in that incline bench, have the dumbbells at your sides. Your arms are going to turn out a little bit, and then you're just going to curl it upwards. And you should feel that great squeeze in that long head of the bicep. The reason I love this exercise so much is because I've never felt a better squeeze in that long head. The pump and the contraction is insane. So we talked about the long head, now let's talk about the short head, which leads me to the next exercise, which is spider curls, which, like I said, is going to target that short head of the bicep, which is the inside portion. If you just did your incline curls, you're not going to need to move your bench, because for spider curls, we're going to keep it at that same angle. But this time, instead of being seated, we're actually going to lay on it. So we're going to put our chest on that bench, have our arms hang down in front of us, and then curl them up. And you should feel a great contraction of that short head of the bicep. Spider curls are one of my favorite bicep exercises because I've never felt a better contraction of that short head. As you squeeze up, you should feel an intense squeeze and contraction. I also do 35-pound dumbbells for this exercise. You're not going to need heavy weights because it's all bicep. Don't try to swing them up. Just do it nice and slow and controlled and get that nice contraction. After doing both those two exercises, your bicep should be feeling pumped. I get insane pumps after doing these two exercises. Now, the bicep is only made up of that long head and short head, so those two exercises will have you covered. But we can round out our arms by hitting the brachialis, which is that outside portion of the arm right here. The brachialis and the bicep go hand in hand. If you want full looking biceps and full looking arms, then you're going to want to target that brachialis as well. That's why we want to hit our next exercise, which is hammer curls. Hammer curls are a great staple of any routine, especially if you're a gym beginner. Hammer curls are really going to give you wider looking biceps and wider looking arms. All you're going to want to do is have the dumbbells at your sides, then curl them up towards the shoulder. And keep that elbow in place. Do not swing up. Keep that elbow in a fixed position and just curl the weight up. You're not going to regret hitting hammer curls because over time, you're going to see that brachialis build up and see your arms widen. But these are some of my favorite bicep exercises. Again, the seated incline dumbbell curl, spider curls, and hammer curls. That's going to get you those big biceps, have you making crazy bicep gains. The spider curls and the seated incline dumbbell curls really blew up my biceps, and I love the feeling of them. That's why I always do them, and they're a staple in my routine. But that'll be all for this one. Leave a like if you liked the video, subscribe for more content, and as always, let's get built.